Now we are going for the risk. And let's start drawing those sweet cards. We play it. You can see that it really accelerates stuff. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we will use Chimil or whatever, the Inner Sun card that can give you card advantage every single turn, even casting Sunfalls and Emperors at the end step. So pretty cool stuff. The rest of the deck you will see in action. We have the sideboard for Invasion of Arcavios. I hope you enjoy, have fun, and don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel, if you want to say thank you. Alright, that's it. Time for your daily dose of control. Have fun, guys. Alright. I wouldn't be surprised if Celestus dies instantly, but not on this turn. They need more lands, right? They only have 3 types right now, because they have double Jetmir's Garden. Alright, up the Beanstalk. Man, that's brutal already. Alright, definitely going like this. So we could already go for Invasion of Arcavios. We could. We want to play Kmitli, or what the... Okay, the Inner Sun. I think we go for Invasion. They don't have, 5 mana to get up the Beanstalk, so I think we just go for the sideboard. I should probably know what I'm trying to hit. Farewell is acceptable. I will go with Negate still, because we will be playing reactive style soon. Alright. I want him to remove Celestus or Invasion. I played it because I want to bait ley lines. Right, they can draw. Alright, they're not going for it, which is interesting. We can also try. So if they don't have ley lines, which seems to be the case, I think we can just, smirk it. I could also get lost this. Now we are going for the risk, and let's start drawing those sweet cards. We play it. You can see that it really accelerates stuff. However, it's a dance step, so we cannot use loyalty, but that's a free Emperor. That has to be answered soon. We have really a lot of permanents, already 4 threats. I don't think I took the best card here, but alright, that will be a heavy discard. And we can just farewell it. We will name enchantments and creatures. And they have to discard. So even though they have a lot of cards, they won't really have a lot of cards. And I still... So the ley line is the big deal. The ley line is the big deal. And they don't have it. That's the only card that really matters. So there is a chance we could just farewell and just create a creature and draw some extra cards with Inner Sun. Smite. Yeah, I think it's a good deal. So creatures... Oh right, my spells cannot be countered. Cause reasons. And let's go for graveyards, cause why not? And every single turn we get additional card, which is a lot.
Let your blade do
Sure,
the talking.
let's take it into hand. I wanted to... Man, shouldn't I have... You may cast it without... Or put it into your hand. Did I click something wrong? That was weird. Alright, so our opponent created a lot of 3/3s. I think we can go like this.
Strike fast
And
strike hard.
let's see those blocks, because on the face he would absolutely take it, but on the Invasion of Arcavios he probably wants to block. He should just, put all of them to block. Good choice, my friend. Let's go to first strike, and let's smite some. That will make it a little bit easier. And then we lose this guy. 9 damage is not too much, and maybe we can hit 1 with the Emperor. I think that's it for the turn. We'll just keep discovering. Alright, hand. Good. That's weird. I don't have a target, So that, I guess, explains this part. Sure, we will see. But you can see how many cards we drew with the Inner Sun. Like, that's the difference. And now Negate can save it. And that's good. Of course, cannot be countered, but they don't run counter spells. And I think they didn't have more. Sure. A little bit scary, but we'll get there. They need to overkill the Emperor by quite a lot. They know about the Smite, that's not a good split. Not sure if I'm going for Get Lost. So I can kill this, and then the Emperor exiles this, and I'm at 19, which means I have additional turn. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Not my dream scenario, but something that makes a difference.
This is what you get.
And I will cycle one of the Memory Deluge. And let's keep drawing cards. It would be great to just, you know, hit the Sunfall and cast it for free. We have 4. But, you know, it is what it is. Land. Land is good. Let's actually take one land. And they already used their leyline. Oh, this is a super powerful card. Honestly, something we probably want to counter. Like, this is insanely powerful. They will draw 3 cards with this, and they will start the chain usually. Alright. What is the other play? They have 15 damage, but that's not 20 damage. Alright, let's see what the next card is. That's an Archangel of Wrath. I mean, this gives information to both of us. Alright, and they put the counters. So that will be 17 damage, right? That means Archangel can be lethal on the next turn. Which is interesting. That's... well, he should definitely attack with everything. Alright, I'll take it. That's good for us. Would be great to hit the Sunfall finally, because we kinda start to need it. Another briefcase, cause why not? Well, ramp spells that draws a card are always nice to see. Alright, Memory Deluge. Lockdown is pretty perfect, I have to say, probably the most perfect card. And let's draw and discard. Alright, that's an easy choice. I mean, we are getting there, slowly but surely. Let's start with the lockdown. It's actually insanely perfect, right? Because it hits the briefcase as well. Now they have to leyline this. They might try to do it instantly, but we will see, we will see. And what about the Emperor? I think we will just go with the Inner Sun and try to draw cards from there. Man, this time it will be Sunfall, I tell you. Because we don't need Sunfall anymore. And yeah, I think that's it. We could attack with the bird, but I think we want Emperor more. Alright, I guess it will be a Smite. So, if they attacked with everything, they could just lethal us. Because they could deal 4 damage, but because they went for the Emperor, which I think they shouldn't, now they don't have the choice. And we have exactly 5 mana. Oh, they are going face. That suggests another Archangel, honestly. I will try to go like this. And we'll see how it goes. Another Emperor. Well, we'll try to force another attack. He shouldn't block, he knows about the cards. And we don't gain anything this turn. So good choice by our opponent. And we pass the turn. That's a good draw. Let's destroy a creature. I mean, man, this Inner Sun gave us insane advantage during this game. I'll tell you, man. So we want to cast Memory Deluge, draw some Dissipates. We don't need Sunfalls anymore. Very nice. Cycling. And we can actually flip the Arcavios, which would help even more. Never mind. So I can play Emperor and buff it, but that means I cannot Memory Deluge. So I think we'll take it. Memory Deluge is so much more power than just Emperor. And it might be the only turn during the game that we can actually cast it. Dissipate, definitely. Mirex seems nice as well. This is our win con, right? We could also go for March and just exile this when they play it. That's also nice. I think Mirex is a little bit better, because we need to close the game as soon as possible. And I don't think we need to flip the Arcavios. It's not what we want. We'll just cycle Celestus, draw some cards with Inner Sun. You can see that drawing 2 cards a turn starts to give some results. Oh, that's the option, right? Alright, maybe I missed it. Alright, and they're back with a Might. Alright. I think I want to draw cards. We have 30. That's a lot. And let's see. So we want to keep playing clans because we have double memory. So we have like 40 mana probably of value right now. And he wants to kill me, which is super not nice. So we will counter it. Because I don't want to die instantly. Oh, and he's out. What a poor Atraxa player. As you can see, man, Inner Sun just absolutely carried us through to the victory. Alright, going first. I mean, with Sunset Revelry it should be fine, because we can cycle it probably. So we should get additional card to hit our third land. We have 1 blue mana, we need double blue for Dissipate. But you know, we'll get there. Hopefully. This is type of matchup where we don't need the life gain. So we just want to cycle the card, and that's a good deal. That's unfortunately not the blue mana, so a little bit rough. We will go with Wastes for sure. Alright, so those 2 cards are kinda dead. March can be... Oh! Alright, we're playing against something different. But this is a very good deal. This is basically a free card for us, because we can use Smite for this. So we definitely do not want to use Dissipate on this. Dissipate is incredibly valuable right now. Our opponent is like, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't want to see this Emperor. And we will go with the Smite. We can always play Emperor later. And the 3 life does not matter at all. So that was a very free trade for us. And here comes the killer. Oh boy, Mirex is perfect draw here. You know, our opponent will have to start doing stuff, because like the time of idleness has passed. Right now he needs to start pressuring us, because he will die otherwise. See? Instantly, just bombs after bombs. So this is his most powerful card. We play Dissipate. He has quite a few of those, but still. I think this is the play. We don't need more. And we unfortunately will have to go for Mirex probably. Maybe Emperor. You can see that suddenly he's just going super all in. And this one has a super high cost. I mean, he's not getting any value. It's 6 mana for 4 basically. Man, why do you focus my Mirex? Please? Alright, so what do we do? They don't really play sweepers. So we can go Emperor, but better is just to activate Mirex, I think. Eiganjo is very interesting one. It's actually very good draw. Ow. And the opponent is like, what the hell is going on? We absolutely could bluff our way to his face, man. But of course that's a good decision by him. So he might play something. Don't you worry, we'll just march it. Right, I think we have enough mana. We have 7, so it means we can march it. Is that the Emperor turn? Nah. This is probably the best use of the card. We have 7, you don't need more than 7 mana with this kind of deck. You just need to use Memory Deluge. Of course more is nice, but it's not... Alright, he would kill the Emperor, so yeah. He can kill the Might, that's something. But he's down to 4 cards. Man, I would love to hit Memory Deluge or something like this so I can stabilize fully. But you know, it's fine. 4 cards to go. Hopefully full removal, because we all need a lot of removal cards. Like you can see, basically all of my hand is removal. Alright, I see how it is. So we kinda have to virtue this, which might mean we exile the Sunfall. And now the question, do we go with the Emperor? I think so. Emperor is more power than Mirex, and they cost the same. Basically, it's 4 mana for Aether 4/4 in the board that keeps growing every turn because she uses abilities every turn, or for a 1/1. That solves it kinda, right? Yeah, let's just try to be aggressive and force him. Don't forget we have the bird as well, so later we can be even more aggressive if we want. 3, 6, 7. Oh man, that's a lot. But I think that's what we have to do. Very scary. Won't lie, this is a very scary situation. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty expensive. Alright. Rolling the dice. So he hit Alara, I think that's the play. No, he's going for the flash go. They actually don't mind it. And that's actually good. He can get it to hand, so that's something we need to consider. So, awkward situation. Alright, right. I think we just go for the bird. And I think we play the London. I mean, this is something that matters. And I want to wait one more turn so he plays this. And we still can activate Mirex, and we have 1 mana for the map token. So it's going pretty okay. He will lifelink to 19, but you know. And this explores, because then it just goes super hard. Celestus. That's a... Alright. It's a decent card, man. It's a very decent card, but it needs like 2 or 3 turns to get rolling. I will risk it. I think it's too slow because I'm already behind. And I don't want to be more behind. Alright, that's great. If he plays the raccoon, I think it's Bramble Elemental, right? That would be perfect. So, Emperor is dead, unfortunately. Oh, alright, makes sense, because now he can just smorg the Emperor. So be it. However, it's not the worst. We'll still create Mirex token because that means Sunfalls are... This is what I wanted, man. This is how we play. And this means we might win on damage because the Sunfall token will be pretty huge. No sense to attack first. And yeah, we need to untap. Let's see. Man, he still has 2 cards. One was random, so I don't assume it's high quality. And he has only 1 card. We nearly got him out of all of those, you know, answers. So now we need to be super aggressive. And the bird, you can see, man, the bird is huge. And we'll go with Mirex token. That's 9 damage. That's 2 turn lethal, man. It's actually 2 turn lethal. And we can use map on the next turn, because we won't be taxed by the token. So you don't need to use it now. 2 cards to rule them all. Oh, and that's 1/3 of his mana, right? That's a lot. 1 card. Oh, I feel the win. Oh man, I'm so proud of this one. I think we did very nicely. The Sunfall delay play was insane. We got extra 2 cards by this. And also the token that has 2 more, toughness. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has a removal, but that means he has no other plan, because he has only 1 card. So right now I will go like this, because he wants to kill the bird. Definitely not the Smite. That's not the card you want. Let's go. Man, the bird! You can see the power. Of course, easy, but he cannot hit the bird, right? So this is the target, and that's 6 damage. So he has 1 more turn to top deck something super good. That's very, very, very strong. And that means we go for the map, so we maybe draw something. Easy. I mean, I'll play it. And that's the last draw of the game. Don't Atraxa me. Oh, the pain. Finally. Man, we navigated this game masterfully, I think. I'm really happy with this win. Alright, what about this hand? It's okay, we'll see. We don't have double blue for the Memory Deluge. And let's see how much pressure it will be. We might draw Dissipate, which means that I should play this one first, but I think we will go with this, because it can be mono red with full aggression, and in this case we want to keep drawing stuff. This is exactly why I played Plains instead of this one. Destroy Evil, alright. So March is a very nice target for either Kumano or Swift Spear. Scoundrel. Wicked roll. Good call by our opponent. And I think we take this damage. I don't want to exile cards. This is not the way. Alright, that's a good draw. A squee appears. A random squee appears. This is something we have to exile instantly, because it's so threatening, and I'm not giving up the Emperor, so I need to give up this. Which means Godric just became better, but hopefully we can Emperor it. The damage is here. Island, definitely. You don't want to pain yourself with the wastes if you don't have to. Foundry. Easy. Man, he's so good at magic. I'm so happy the deck is still around. I think Wizards need to pump it. It's still not even 40% of the meta, so we get the trigger. Alright, so there is a priority. That means they have play with fire, which means we need to -2 instead of -1. If I've seen he has no play with fire, I would go for -1, get this, and then -2 this. But as you can see, that is the only choice. So we need to draw a lot of cards in a row that are very good. We might play the Inner Sun and hopefully hit the Sunfall. That's also another chance to win the game. We are at 15, that's the only chance for us. Wow. And he's so impressive. He played all of the cards from his hand. I think that deserves to be Mythic at least. Man, to be honest, since Mono Red is around, having Mythic is just not much value, and like everyone can hit Mythic if they play this deck and play 1000 games. So, we are there is no question, we need to Sunfall, then we need to Revelry probably, and then we'll see. And it's all about those top decks. Alright, 1 card in the hand and Foundry. Let's see. He had double squee already. It's play with fire, I think, right? So it's 5 damage. Not enough to kill. If we draw a land, I mean, this will be Sunset Revelry into the token. That's why you have Sunset Revelry, because this deck is so insanely oppressive that it kills everything that has bad draw. And this is a nice draw though. So, first things first, we go to 5, we create blockers. And I mean, we can go like, bro, they will attack, don't you worry. And with one top deck, they cannot kill us. Monstrous Rage is probably the best play. Oh wow, when they stopped having good cards, they instantly scooped. Man, Mono Red is something that is just impressive, man. I want to be able to play like them. So good. Alright, so we did nothing so far. Our opponent played Spelunking, 3 mana enchantment. When enters battlefield, he draws a card and land to the battlefield. If that's okay for life, and lands you control enter untapped, so he can use all the triumphs instantly. So that's kinda what happened so far. We can go Emperor or Celestus. I will go with Celestus. It gives us extra mana and it also starts to cycle all the smites because we probably don't need them for the matchup. We don't have perfect cards for the matchup, so we need to start cycling. Getting scary. Oh boy. We need to desperately hit a counter spell instantly, because bad things will happen. Instead we are getting the third Emperor. Interesting. So we need to start cycling, we need to try to get those Dissipates. I could go Invasion, but then he sees that everything is tapped. And our opponent has literally the perfect hand for us, while we have one of the worst. We basically have Emperor and that's it. And Emperor is one of the, you know, it's a bad card for the matchup, it doesn't really do much. So, not looking great so far, honestly. Losing 1 mana is also pretty impactful. So we will try to create some pressure. Hopefully he wastes all the bindings on the Emperors. That would be really, really helpful. And okay. Now we just need mana that he stole from us. So still not perfect, but on the right track. But yeah, the mana base definitely not where we wanted. And Celestus definitely hurting. Alright. So I assume some Reanimator shenanigans, right? Not sure which ones. They have black mana, so they can go this self-mill thing, but they don't have enough in the graveyard. What is the play here? I would assume a lot of caves, but doesn't seem like it. Alright, not a permanent. I think they played this new reanimation spell, but not sure how they discard, because they need to discard a lot to get Atraxa back. Usually it's like self-mill. At the populate, sure. Not the worst. I think we just main phase the Emperor. I also don't want to super waste them, so we'll try to be a little bit considerate. I could go for Invasion of Arcavios. That gives us negate and loses all of the pressure. Let's go. I think we're going for either Farewell or Negate. I should probably know before casting, but definitely sideboard. If we draw a land, we can just exile everything and get Celestus back. I'll try this. That also enables the Dissipate, and it feels like he doesn't have his bombs yet, because he would already cast them on the last turn. Most likely, unless he fears a counter spell, but he has seen 1 blue. Here we go. I mean, that's... depends what he hits, because from our deck he shouldn't hit anything, like we already got all the Emperors, and that's probably the worst hit for us. And he can Sunfall it. I mean, I heavily encourage you to play the spell. I think he hit the Sunfall from our deck, because Celestus is of course exiled by the binding. That's only 11 damage, my friend. Of course we go for the maximum blocks. 7 damage in total is not much. And now we got everything. Oh boy. Artifacts, just make sure? No. This is why we took the Farewell. Alright, for some reason I thought it's an Emperor, but Celestus is good enough. That means we need to just untap and survive. This is the turn. I mean, this is the turn. Ah, it's Atraxa. Oh, it feels great. 1 mana perfect removal? Sure. 2 mana, draw 5 cards? Sure. And 7/7 with... Man, it's so funny that Atraxa least impactful effect is 7/7 Flying, Lifelink, Vigilance, Death Touch. It's like the whatever part. I mean, that's not perfect. This was the only turn he had to just punish us for everything, and I mean he did. Oh, he did. We have double blue at least, but we have so much work to do, man. Sunfall is a good start. So we can take the side damage. Those 3 cards will be an insane... Man, like... I need to pay a lot of mana for my cards. Our opponent... Yeah, to be fair, like it's you know, 5 colored mana, so obviously they need some premium. But still hurts. Still really hurts. So when they play Heart Migration, they can instantly kill us, right? So we will have to counter it, which isn't perfect. And they still keep the reunion because we counter first. So yeah, it's probably a lost game. Our opening draw was the wrong part of the deck, so we are just too far behind, and his bombs were pretty heavy. Like, you know, instant removal on Celestus, which really hurt. A Tally into Atraxa, and now Heart Migration. So yeah, even depopulate just to lower the pressure. So they decided to not play the thing. Which means we might die, but we don't die yet. I mean, maybe. Like, this is good enough mana. We don't need 2 of any color. So let's play Atraxa right now. Or, sorry, Emperor. Do we want to live game? Probably. I will try to make Sunfall token a little bit better. And we will have enough loyalty. Sure. We can always play another Emperor then. Good. I still got the block. So he didn't really accomplish much with this play. And we can go, if we double spell, we can, or he probably double spells, right? That was 1 spell already. And not sure what was on the other mana. I think the reunion was played this turn. Do we make Sunfall token better? I think we go like this because maybe we can hit Atraxa with Smite. Here we go. Land. We need to think about this turn because it might be impactful. Now we have 8 mana, so it's Sunfall Dissipate. Alright, let's try to pace the threats. This is the card we needed early game. That should be fishy enough, so he shouldn't block. Especially that we don't get anything out of first attack. He shouldn't block, and I don't think he will. Yep, good call. Still. Manual taps telling the story. We need to kill Atraxa because of course we will die very soon. I mean, I could try to go for 2 turn on this, but I don't think that's the great play. Yep, don't mind you. Just draw your cards. Yep, back to 7 as always. It's so hard to play when you fall behind against this kind of deck. If you don't have good opening hand, it's just brutal because their value literally never ends. So either you mill them or it's like not great. Yep. And that's great. Well, thanks for printing this one. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the games. Definitely a lot of Atraxa today. Interesting fact for the day, all of the games you have seen were played exactly in this order, so you have a full experience. That's how it looked on the ladder. And it seems to be performing good, but you know, it's good old Azorius with the Inner Sun. And I have to say, I like the card, even though I was super like cautious about it. I don't think it's super competitive card. However, I mean, when you play it, 6 mana is not so much. You had 6 mana for so many games very often, like it's one more than the Sunfall, which we kinda play against aggro, right? And every single turn you can get additional value, especially if you hit something like Invasion of Arcavios for free, or a Sunfall, or even the Emperor. It's insane, man. It's actually such a high value, and all the aggro decks cannot remove this. So this was the idea. We can fully stabilize because we are drawing 2 cards a turn, and one of the downsides is sometimes when you play against mono red, if you have 5 more cards, it doesn't really help you because they take Lightning Strike and they hit your face and they kill you. However, that's why we play Sunset Revelries. This way you can, if you have more cards, you can stabilize at every step. You can life gain, you can counter spells, you can remove everything, and you can sweep at instant speed in a way. You know, not fully, but you get the idea. So in this kind of deck, you just are safe as long as you draw cards, and I liked it. I think it's a cool card. It's probably not the most competitive slot, but it is definitely a win con that hits very hard. Together with Mirax, Emperor, and Arcavios, you have quite a lot of win cons in this deck, so games are usually a bit faster, and while given you have Sunfall, Lockdowns, and Revelries, you probably won't die before playing this. Also, Hail Mary play is just playing this and hoping you hit the Sunfall if you don't have it in the hand. Sometimes it can hit, so in a way it can be your 5th or 6th Sunfall, so that's really cool. And also this is the reason why we play 2 Celestus. Usually I go with 1. Here we actually like to ramp, and especially with Smites, you really can use this 1 mana for basically a full value removal. So yeah, you can also lock down everything below 3, so very often you can recover and just start with Celestus on the strong note. So pretty enjoyable deck. I hope you had fun. I honestly wanted to do something else for today, but in the end I had this idea with the Inner Sun, and it was like, man, it could work, it could be fun, and it was. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, guys, as always. Really appreciate it, and see you tomorrow.